Adding high-quality audio dubs in new languages translated and recorded by real people is one of, if not the most important part of your global audience growth strategy. But what if you're just getting started and you've never dealt with dubs in any language before? Well, then you're probably wondering how many languages, which one goes first, and how much is it going to cost? And if you're thinking about Googling the world's top spoken languages,
stop! You violated the law.
Just because Bengali, Russian, and Indonesian rank in the top 10 most spoken native languages in the world does not mean they should be given the same priority when it comes to dubbing. The results you'll find on Google for language statistics are misleading because they don't reference all of the key metrics that matter to content creators like us. If you want to get the best results for your channel, you need better data. And that starts with language fluency. So let's dive into this. Oh, before we begin, we need to warn you. If you already have a history of uploading dubbed videos onto language-specific channels, you might be thinking, what if I just upload each MLA track to every channel, creating multiple versions of each dub for insane growth? We do not recommend this. YouTube recognizes duplicate content even when it's your own. So if they don't take down the other versions, you'll still only be able to monetize one version of each language, which means that your views would be spread across each channel. However, uploading duplicate content could violate YouTube's video spam policies, which means you run the risk of getting your channel flagged or suspended from the YouTube Partner Program. MLA represents the future of YouTube and actually offers a huge advantage here. Having all your audio tracks on one channel will skyrocket your views for each video, leading the algorithm to push your content further than ever before. Okay, with that out of the way, let's look at the numbers. If you look at a table of primary native language speakers, you'll find there are more speakers of Mandarin, Hindi, and Spanish than there are English. But these charts aren't calculating fluent second language speakers, which is important because this statistic is what takes English from third place to first place with over 1.5 billion native speakers, or 18.6% of the global population, and by far the most spoken language in the world. If your motivation is to boost your channel views, then prioritizing your language dubs by those most spoken as a primary and secondary language is an excellent place to start. Here are the top 10 most spoken languages worldwide, including second language speakers and the countries where they are considered an official language. You have Italian with 66 million speakers, Korean with 81.5 million speakers, German with 117 million speakers, Japanese with 125 million speakers, Portuguese with 245 million speakers, French with 277 million speakers, Arabic with 417 million speakers, Spanish with 562 million speakers, Hindi with 636 million speakers, and English with 1.5 billion speakers. Note that Chinese Mandarin wasn't included in the list. With over 1.2 billion speakers, it would have been listed at number 2. The only problem is that this video is about growing your YouTube channel, and YouTube is blocked in China. Now, if your source content is already in English, then Hindi, Spanish, and Arabic are excellent choices if you want to garner more views. The combined number of speakers for these languages is over 1.6 billion, and that's a huge prospective audience. But if you want to earn more through ads, merchandise, or affiliates, you might instead consider your audience's buying power. One of the best ways to measure this is by video ad spend. Think of it this way, the more money spent on video ads in a particular country, the more valuable that country's audience is. So let's take a look at where advertisers are already spending their budgets. Based on 2022 data from Statista, you can combine the number of speakers from the top countries to calculate the total video ad spend for a language spoken in those countries. By looking at where video advertisers spend their money, you're revealing audiences that will generate you more ad revenue. Certain languages are simply worth more from a revenue generating perspective. Hindi spends about $189 per person, Arabic is $231 per person, Spanish is $765 per person, Portuguese is $897 per person, French is $1444 per person, Italian is $2424 per person, German is $3162 per person, Korean is $3436 per person, Japanese is $3760 per person, and English is $6213 per person. What's interesting about languages like Japanese, Korean, and German is that they are often overlooked. Think about it. There may be a large Spanish-speaking audience, but the combined ad budgets of Spanish-speaking countries are still worth only a quarter of what's spent on German audiences. So we've looked at the top languages by both audience size and ad spend. But we're not done just yet. There's a third important factor in all of this, and that is the proportion of YouTubers by country. Statista 2023 figures offer us the top 10 countries based on YouTube usage and the official languages of these countries. The Philippines has 58.1 million who speak Tagalog, Vietnam has 63 million that speak Vietnamese, Germany has 67.8 million that speak German, Pakistan has 71.7 million that speak Punjabi, Japan has 78.6 million that speak Japanese, Mexico has 83.1 million that speak Spanish, Indonesia has 139 million that speak Indonesian Bahasa, Brazil has 144 million that speak Portuguese, the United States has 239 million that speak English, and India has 462 million that speak Hindi. These figures reveal a few surprises, such as Indonesian being ahead of Spanish when it didn't appear on any of our other lists. It also reveals the simple fact that there are a vast number of South Asian YouTube users, and this table from Global Media Insight demonstrates that even more clearly, with Asia beating out every other continent, including both Europe and North America. We've now looked at the top languages by speakers, ad spend, and YouTube viewers. Now let's bring it all together and review each of the top 10s side by side. Just note, combining these lists to create your top language picks depends on your objectives. You can either take a balanced approach to your language selection, focus on the highest ad revenue, or the largest audiences. Once you've decided which approach to take, your key languages will start to reveal themselves. Deciding between profits, views, and brand awareness can be overwhelming, and some languages are valuable across multiple categories. Our top 10 languages were determined with a balanced approach which combined all three metrics. So we scored each language based on its position in the previous tables, i.e. 10 points for first place, 9 points for second, and so on, which leaves us with the general top 10 languages for YouTube dubbing. In 10th place, we have Italian and Indonesian. While Italian has more speakers and more ad spend, there are more YouTube users that speak Indonesian, giving it just as much value on the platform. In 9th place, we have Arabic. Although ad spend per person is lower than Italian, there are 6 times as many speakers of Arabic, which overcompensates for the lower ad spend. 8th place goes to Korean because it has a relatively small audience with a big ad spend per person. French takes 7th place because it's a truly global language and is spoken by 10% of the African population, which many would consider is an emerging market. In 6th place, we have German. Germany is the world's 4th largest economy and a vital choice for anyone looking for market penetration in Europe. Now in 5th place, we have Portuguese. Brazil is YouTube's 3rd leading country by YouTube users, and Portuguese is your gateway to a vast global audience. Spanish takes 4th place and is arguably one of the most popular dubbing languages on YouTube. It offers the broadcast appeal to South American viewers, but also gives you access to Europe and beyond. 3rd place goes to Japanese. Japan makes 5th on the list of countries watching YouTube. It has a huge ad spend per person, and it has a large number of speakers, which makes it a dominant language. Coming in at 2nd place is Hindi. There's no denying the numbers. The enormous Indian market is growing fast, and it's the clear winner if you're seeking views alone. And finally, in 1st place, we have English. If your content isn't already in English, you're missing out on 1.5 billion people with almost twice the ad spend per person of its nearest rival, Japan. Tap into viewers from North America, the United Kingdom, Australia, and more, and you'll be set up for success. So there we have it. Your language choice will vary based on your growth goals, your niche, and how you monetize your content. But it's fair to say that picking any of the languages in the top 5 and doing an audience test should provide you adequate and solid results. Keeping a close eye on your YouTube analytics will also help confirm the extent to which your investment is paying off. And remember, it's never too late to pivot into languages that are performing better. If you're not sure where to start and you'd like some guidance about your specific channel and plans, book a free consultation at Voquent.com. We can perform an in-depth review of your channel and provide you insight and recommendations. As always, the link will be tucked away in the description for you. We also offer additional reference guides for all of the top dubbing languages, clarifying the facts and figures in this video. It's our mission to help you go global with an informed dubbing strategy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below what languages you'd pick for your content. Till next time, see ya!